but as you see, unmutated cases with TP53 mutations have much worse outcome than mutated cases with TP53 aberrations. For SF3B1, we see that actually there is a big difference between for SF3B1 mutated, IDH mutated patients with a much worse outcome. And you see that if you have IDH unmutated genes plus SF3B1, you also have a worse outcome. And since I know that Paolo will ask, what about the stereotype subset 2? I included that also here. So in this curve, there are 14 out of 66 that are subset 2. And in this curve, there are 6 out of 66 that are subset 2. So there is a contribution of subset 2, but there is still a large proportion of cases that are not subset 2 that make this worse outcome. And if we look at Notch1 and EXPO1, we see, sorry, now I made a mistake here. So it's the wrong graph, it's subset 2 here. So I can just tell you that Notch1, actually patients with Notch1 and mutated immunoglobulin genes had a worse outcome, but there were no difference for Notch1 and unmutated IDH genes. And this is a similar, it's actually almost the same curves for EXPO1, that if you have IDH mutated immunoglobulin genes plus EXPO1, you have worse outcome. And there is no difference for IDH unmutated with EXPO1 mutations. Sorry for that confusion. Anyway, altogether we see that all these gene mutations except MYD88 are associated with shorter time to first treatment. There were 4 of them that were independent. There are different impact of recurrent mutations in IDH mutated and unmutated. And right now we are doing a more in-depth analysis. We are also doing some more data curation. We will build a prognostic model taking into consideration not only the gene mutations, but also the genomic aberrations and IDH mutation status. And as I alluded to, MBL cases will also be added to this cohort. So thank you very much. This was a super rapid presentation. I'm sure I confused you, but thank you for listening.
Thank you, Richard. So what one might think is that all these mutations can help to clean the PFS curve of patients with mutated immunoglobulin genes when they are treated with FCR, for example, because we know that only 3/4 of the patients would reach a plateau, and so 1/4 of the patients are still progressing under FCR. So maybe if we get rid of, eliminate those who have Notch, who have EXPO1, and so on and so forth, maybe we could clean those curves. So
now
can we do that? Do you think that if we ask the people who provided data here, we ask about FCR or immunochemotherapy treatment, maybe even BR?
Yes, that's an interesting thought. I have to see how complete data we have. I added now Notch1. This is the right curve, sorry. You see that these are Notch1 with mutated immunoglobulin genes, and whereas unmutated there is.
But the interesting point is exactly what you are showing. So meaning that the mutated are really impacted a lot by gene mutations, while instead this is not true for unmutated cases where probably there is already a threshold of aggressiveness that so there is no impact of these genes. So this is quite interesting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, no, please carry on.
I just have a short question. Probably at the beginning you spoke about the number of samples, because in this study, I think you uploaded 4,600 samples, is that correct? And in Jesus' presentation in the beginning, he reported that CLL group provided just 3,600 samples.
Yes, that's because there are 2 centers that are not part of Harmony.
Okay.
And they have contributed quite a lot of samples, but I present a total cohort that we are investigated within ERIC/Harmony. So that is why it's 4,600, and it will increase furthermore. But there are 2 large cohorts that are not included, that are not part of Harmony.
Okay, so this is ERIC cohort, and the
This is-
Harmony one is slightly
Yes.
more. Okay.
So do we have news about Michael?
Michael is writing me that he is still waiting in the major room,
That's interesting.
but hopefully it will be soon. He wrote me just several seconds ago. But
So, Ricardo, can I ask a couple of questions?
Yes.
Okay. So I was wondering about the statistical power of the cohort and if we should really address that very robustly and perform quite a lot of power calculations just to really assess its power to observe particular changes in survival. Perhaps you've done that already.
No, I mean, I think it's this is something we have to bring up with statisticians. So the plan right now is that we are as you have seen, we have sent out to all centers because we have still a large fraction of cases that we need feedback if it's the correct dates. It's mainly the dates that have caused us trouble. You know how difficult it is with Excel, and we have quite a number of cases that we have the sort of the treatment date before the diagnostic date, etc. So we are sorting this out as we speak now. So we wait for this final cohort, and then we will redo the analysis. And here we have help from Kostas Stamatopoulos by statisticians, but then we will take help of all of you. So we will arrange a meeting once we have the final cohort, so you can come with input on how we should do the best analysis. So this is just the first first analysis. There are many things to consider, like I've got fantastic input from you and others about BERC3, ATM, etc. But I will wait until we have the final data set now with more analysis.
I think that's quite right. And I was also wondering about the curation of the mutations themselves and just probably the exhaustive amount of work that needs to be put into that, really, just to make sure that the high confidence pathogenic variants are going in. And
it has been gone through. Leslie has gone through all of them, but I think we have to take another round with ATM at least to see and decide how we should deal with it, because it is a mix. I mean, a few centers have used exome sequencing with germline controls, and then they know if it's pathogenic or not, or if it's somatic or not. But for other cohorts, that is not, I mean, for the majority, they have done tumor only analysis, and then you will have so we have to look into this specifically.
So I see that Mikael joined, so it's almost like a club here, so a few friends. Unluckily, we don't have any beer to drink, but so maybe we let Mikael speak. So the idea of this breakout room was to interact in particular with not among ourselves. We know each other, we collaborate, we are working. So it's a nice to catch up and show the data, but it's not really the purpose of the meeting. The purpose would be to involve new people, get ideas, in particular from the companies who are partners in Harmony. So now I saw a few people joining, Viviana, Roman.
Sorry, Mikael, I have to leave. But
Richard, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Richard. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So can you introduce yourself? Antonio Perez, where are you from? Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, well, I'm from Spain. I'm from GMB, and I'm here, well, just to listen. What are your advances on this disease, and maybe to take some requirements in order to perform the analysis. So I don't know if you know
what's your profession?
Yes, I'm the project manager of Harmony for GMB.
Okay, Jim. Okay.
Yeah,
so
well, GMB is in. Yeah, so sorry, GMB is in charge of maintaining the platform of Harmony. So
yes. So you're not really okay. So Viviana, where are you from? No, the microphone. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, hi, Paolo. I'm from Bucharest, from Romania, with Horia Bumbea, working together.
Yeah.
And with Eric also.
Very good. Thank you.
Okay.
Just so that everybody knows,
Yeah.
all the other people, we have 3 people from Brno, and then Blanca Spinet from Barcelona, and John Streffel from Southampton. So Richard left. Maybe Michael Dubek can present the new project that is going on. I have to leave in 3 minutes. I really don't know. Here there is Antonio Perez, Ana Rodriguez. Maybe we can just split after the end of the presentation, so Michael can present it once more. You know what's going on, but then I don't think it's really worth it to discuss. We are already part of these projects, and you are all collaborating, and so I don't see really the purpose. I don't know why, if the other people would join, if they are still in the general room or not, but I think it's really getting anyhow late, so I don't know, maybe we have to reschedule. So please, Michael, and I just say bye-bye, and in 2 or 3 minutes I disconnect. I'm sorry for this, and thank you all.
So thank you, Paolo. So we will try to make some conclusion in case some other people would.
If more people joins, I mean, of course, if there will be again, if there is 20 to 30 people, then of course
Yeah,
go on, but I
it
doubt.
doesn't seem to be probable.
But I'm not able to share my screen. Please allow me to share screen. Who is the host of this session?
So I think there is someone from the production who can share the screen. Or if not, I have your presentation. So if in the production they don't make you a co-host, I can share my screen and you say me, okay, next slide and so on.
So I think it would be good if Anna, you can do that, because I think the production is busy with transferring people to the groups.
Okay, so
please. I sent the presentation yesterday.
Yes, I have it. Okay. Uh-oh.
So I'm able to share screen. I try.
No, me neither. I don't know why.
But Richard somehow shared the screen. I don't know how he did it.
I think that is because they gave him the role to share a screen.
Ah.
And who is host of this meeting? Because host should.
But I can see the
Paolo.
Should allow me.
Actually, there is someone production too. Who is it?
Okay, I will send it.
Production too, it's another person, but I think Paolo was the host of the meeting. I think. I don't know. I suppose.
Paolo?
Yes?
Could you allow to Michael to share the screen with slides? You are not the host.
I am a guest as you.
No.
I mean, I have
who's the host of the
particular role, but Richard probably because he managed to share. So it means that, let me see, I would be able to share. So probably it's a problem on your computer, because I'm able to share.
Yes,
I can't share.
You are the host, Paolo.
No, I'm not a host. I can tell you. No, I'm not. I'm not. Richard shared as well, so you don't need to be a host. You don't need to be a host to share. Sharka, can you share? Because then you can show the slides, and Mikael will tell you.
I will try.
Try. Because everyone should be allowed. Yes.
Could you see that?
Mikael, two things. One is to restart the computer, or second, there is an update in Zoom in these days, so you have to update.
But Sharka is sharing this.
But I can do that.
Yes,
No, not now. I mean, I tell you for the future. No, now.
Okay.
Sharka can do it.
Okay, so see you.
Maybe I could add to your first slide, sorry, that also Jana Kotashkova, she's present here, was the key person at the beginning of this project, which we planned last year in Florence meeting of Harmony.
Okay, so this is just project update of other malignancies in the history of CLL. And please next, or show presentation. Background of this project is to assess other malignancies in patients with chronic lymphocytic leukemia. This area is insufficiently investigated, and this is the purpose of our investigation, and the analysis is planned as multicentric retrospective analysis of real-world evidence data. Next, please. Yes, so the purpose of this project is to leverage the understanding of other malignancies in patients with CLL, with potential links to immunochemotherapy or novel therapies and clinical biological factors. So primary objectives are describe the spectrum of other malignancies occurring in patients diagnosed with CLL and treated or untreated, both treated and untreated patients, and to identify potential risk factors for other malignancies in CLL. And secondary objectives are to describe demographic and epidemiological data of patients with CLL and other malignancies, and to evaluate potential links to various clinical biological features of the patients in the administered therapy for CLL and outcome. Please next. So we decided as inclusion criteria are the data from consecutive sets of patients with CLL between years 2000 and 2016, and clinical and laboratory data are available, and data sources are charts review of or CLL registries, national or institutional registries. Requested variables are summarized here, so general personal information, type of other malignancies, CLL data, comorbidities, demographics, and CLL-related parameters. Please next. And primary endpoints are describe statistics of other malignancies in CLL using univariate and multivariate analysis of clinical biological demographic factors for other malignancies occurrence, and secondary endpoint patient characteristics, CLL therapy duration and sequence of therapies in patients with malignancies, and overall survival of CLL with other malignancies. Please next. And data providers, ERIC members, potential new and also potential new associated ERIC members, and also Harmony partners and associated members from the first CLL Harmony project. So this is joint project of ERIC and Harmony, an analytic team, ERIC Data Center in collaboration with Harmony Data Platform. Please next. And this is probably the most important slide. Please next slide. Next, click. Yes, so completed is proposal writing, ERIC board approval and recruitment survey. Survey has been sent to ERIC and Harmony members. 84 sites are interested in participating, and more than 50,000 patients are promised, and table for data collection has been sent out. And now the collection of the data is ongoing, and we probably extend the deadline due to COVID pandemic and many other reasons. Not yet all centers responded, but we hope till the end of the November, maybe end of this year, we collect all data. And in the next year, curation of data analysis, and we try to submit abstract to EHA next year Congress, and final manuscript will be prepared, we hope, next year. So please next. Yes, this is final slide. So transfer of data sets already started, and we hope will be completed till the end of this year. Thank you.
Okay, I will stop sharing. So thank you very much for this presentation. It's a pity that not more people joined. So thanks once more, and it's open for discussion if there are any questions or someone from here wants to join the project.
Yeah, I would like to ask you, how many cases did you collect until now?
Until now, approximately 5,000 cases.
Okay.
So 1/3, yes.
Have you joined your center, Blanca?
Yeah, we sent
Your center, yeah.
Hospital del Mar from Barcelona. We sent cases on August, I think.
And how many cases have you sent?
285, I think, more or less.
Thank you.
What about Romania? Do you plan to join, Viviana? We don't hear you, sorry.
Yeah, please unmute yourself.
So I talked with my colleague, which is a clinician, Horia Bumba. But I think in the hospital is a little bit difficult now to do things because COVID. So it's very COVID is very spread in the hospital, and also Horia has some problems regarding the a new section for his patient and for the a new I don't know the name, but it was a new section for the CLL patient. And so I don't know, maybe he will try to do something to the end of the year or maybe next year. I don't know. I shall try to speak with, but it's a little bit difficult now in our hospital in Bucharest and in Romania also. But I think everybody has somehow the same problem.
Okay.
So that's why we postponed the deadline. The deadline is now, you told, mid of November?
Yeah.
But we will discuss mid of November, maybe later, maybe end of the year. We have to discuss it.
Yes. Probably we will miss the deadline for next year, but maybe ASH next year would be more feasible.
I shall talk again with this regarding this problem, but now I think it's a little bit very improbable to send some patient, even he has a lot. That's there are
and what about? Thank you. So try your best and ask, please.
Yeah,
and Michael or Oriana could send you the table, which should be provided. And what about Salamanca? Do you have any ideas? I'm not sure whether Salamanca provided some data.
No, we haven't provided any data because we don't have this data, and no, we are not planning. Although I again double check, but
yes.
But I don't think so. Okay.
Okay, so there is some question in the chat, but Jon had to leave, so we are here just 8 of us. Do you think we should wait more? Maybe Anna, you are kind of organizer. I don't expect that someone else would join
now. But when I joined this meeting, only less than 20 people was waiting, so I expect no more people will join our session.
I don't think so. I'm trying to contact Ellen and the production team, but I think they are very busy and they are not because of the problem we had earlier with the sharing the screen, and they didn't answer me, so I don't know. And
I think maybe we could share the presentation. We will ask Michael and Richard for the others. Yes. And there should be another joint meeting at 5 or so. So we should join the big group again, or what we should do now?
No, apparently we should. I will contact Ellen because we could.
Because now I'm checking the agenda, and 5:30 to 6:30 should be Delphi surveys, which
Yes.
I actually am not sure what it means. This is the software, am I right?
They are going to present the results for the Delphi surveys they have done in the different AML and, you know, the different surveys they have launched. I think that, I don't think that more people are coming to join us. So what I think we should do is to leave, and then if we log in again, you are redirected to the main room.
In 5:30, we could log again the same system what we did at 3.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so
Bye.
on behalf of Eric, because all others left, I would like to thank you for participation here. And it's a pity that we had these technical problems, but well, it's novel tools, and maybe next time it's going to be better. So thank you all, and bye for now.